I ruined my daughter's best friend relationship because I wouldn't let the other 10-year-old leave my house with a guy I didn't know. My daughter and her best friend have been inseparable since first grade. They sat next to each other at lunch, realized they both hated the crust on their sandwiches, and that was it. 4 years later, still going strong. Same soccer team, same reading level. They have a handshake that takes 45 seconds, and I've never once seen them mess it up. Her best friend's mom works the night shift at a distribution warehouse 30 minutes from here. Hard work, and she does it alone. Her mom usually watches her on those nights, but every so often something comes up and she asks if her daughter can sleep over. I always say yes. I bought my daughter a trundle bed 2 years ago specifically because her best friend stays over enough that it made sense. This particular Friday was one of those nights. Her mom texted Thursday asking if her daughter could stay and I'd get her to school in the morning. Her mom had a thing. I said of course. We've done this exact routine at least a dozen times. Friday, I pick both girls up, stop for slushies on the way home, and they spend the evening making little clay figures of their favorite video game characters. Pizza around 6:30. A movie. By 9:45, they're in my daughter's room. Lights off, still whispering and giggling like they always do. I'm in my room catching up on some shows when my Ring camera pings. Someone is at the front door. I pull up the feed. A man I've never seen is standing on my porch. Mid-30s, hoodie and jeans, 9:50 at night. I use the camera speaker and ask who he is. He says he's her mom's boyfriend. He's there to pick up her daughter. Something shifted in my chest the moment he said that. I want to be clear about what I knew. I knew her mom had asked me to watch her daughter. I knew her grandmother was originally supposed to watch her before plans changed to me. I did not know her mom had a boyfriend. I did not know this man at all, and no one had contacted me to say someone was coming to my home to get her daughter. I told him to hold on. I went to my daughter's room and quietly asked her best friend to come with me. I showed her the camera feed on my phone and asked if she knew who that was. She looked for a few seconds. That's one of my mom's friends. He's been at our house before. He's there sometimes when I'm leaving for the bus. I asked if she knew his name. She said no. I asked if her mom had ever told her anything about him. She shook her head. So I have a man I've never met, whose name a 10-year-old can't confirm, standing on my porch at 9:50 at night, asking me to hand over a child her own mother placed in my care. I had called and texted her mom 5 times. Nothing. I went back to the camera and told him I couldn't release her without hearing directly from her mom first. I wasn't rude. I said the moment her mom confirmed I'd have her daughter ready. He did not take that well. He got louder. Said her mom sent him and that should be enough. Then he told me something that stuck. He was originally supposed to watch her at his place, but something came up. Now that he was free, he figured he'd just come get her. He hit the door with his fist and walked back to his car. I stood in my kitchen running it back. Her mom had never mentioned this man. Her own daughter couldn't name him. He showed up unannounced at 10 at night with no message, no warning, nothing. He wasn't even the original plan. He just decided to come. I called her mom one more time before bed. Rang through. Saturday morning, I'm making eggs when someone starts banging on my door like they're trying to break it down. Her mom is standing there. She doesn't say good morning. She doesn't ask how her daughter is. She walks in already screaming, accusing me of holding her daughter hostage, threatening CPS, using words in front of both girls who are now standing at the top of the stairs watching that I won't repeat. I didn't match her energy. I just started plating the eggs and let her finish. When she ran out of steam, I asked her 3 questions. Why didn't you respond to any of my calls or texts last night? You've been off shift for hours. When did you actually realize your daughter was still here? Why did your boyfriend show up at 10 at night with 0 warning to get a child I was responsible for? Her answer to all 3 was that she doesn't owe me a report on who she's dating. And she's right. I don't need to know who she's seeing. That is completely her business. But the moment that person shows up at my door to collect a child in my care, I need to know who he is before he gets there. That is not about her love life. That is about basic safety. She left without answering anything. 3 days later, my daughter came home quiet. She said her best friend told her at school that her mom said they couldn't be friends until I apologized. My daughter didn't cry. She just went upstairs and closed her door. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I'm supposed to be sorry for.